And this is pancetta. She's lovely, that pancetta, this pancetta. This is Golmardes. She's nice too. And this one's Scraps. One's Scraps. And that's Barmia. We love Barmia. Like to have the facilities, and now I'm better educated and I understand exactly how to produce what I'm producing. I'm better at it now, so I'm quite happy to make me mistakes. I'm quite happy with me my rough and ready inventions that I put out, and hope, oh, is that going to work? Let's try it and let's have a look and see. But some things work and some things don't. But in the end, eventually over a period of 20 years or more, things eventually do start to work. And I find that to mix meat and sawdust, or fish and sawdust, mix those two together, it's not a composting type reaction, it's almost a chemical reaction. So you mix the two together, and it is biological, it must be, but it gets so hot under a compost heap like that the maggots or flies and that sort of thing, they can't invade that compost heap. It's too hot, and by the time it cooks itself out, then the maggots and flies, they don't want it anyway. This creek here, it actually starts just up on that corner. If you went upstream above my property boundary, the creek bed would be totally dry, especially at the moment. We're in pretty bad drought. But you could see that previous photograph, there was some water. It was very brackish. You get a bit further down, this is another 150 metres further downstream, the pools are getting bigger. At the present time you wouldn't want to drink it, but it's still fine for irrigation purposes for my veggie patch. This is Leonurus bush. I've been trying to get rid of him for years. He's a domestic plant that's gone wild, and there was only a small invasion when I started here, but and I have gotten rid of him. But that bush you're looking at gets really thick, and the only way when it gets really thick, the only way that I've found that I can get rid of it is to get myself a brush cutter and crawl into the middle of the actual bush, and then slowly force myself to stand up and flay the whole thing to pieces. Cut off all the top of the plant. I wait another month, 2 or 3 months, so it's got some new regrowth that's strong, fresh regrowth, and I can hit it with spray that'll poison it. This is arum lily. He's another invasive weed. It's seemed to have acclimatised himself. I've only noticed him in the last 3 or 4 years that he's come onto my creek, and he's very invasive. I've sprayed him a few times with Roundup, and Roundup doesn't seem to kill him. He's poisonous as far as anything to the stock goes.